And then Coach Wooden, he lived by his 2 sets of threes, and he implored us to give it a try. And those 2 sets of threes: don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't whine, don't complain, don't make excuses. That covers a lot of ground. And then Coach Wooden had a billion maxims and mantras that he would throw out at just the appropriate time. His use of the English language, unparalleled. That was his true love. And so he would say things to us like, be quick, but don't hurry, whatever the heck that means. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Happiness begins when selfishness ends. Never mistake activity for achievement. The worst things you could do for the ones you love are the things they could and should do for themselves. Stubbornness we deprecate, firmness we condone. The former is my neighbor's trait, the latter is my own. When everybody thinks alike, nobody thinks. It's okay to disagree, just don't be disagreeable. And then the one that he wrote for me on the day I graduated from UCLA, June 1974, 45 and a half years ago. To Bill Walton, it's the things you learn after you know it all that count. John Wooden. That still sits on my desk. But his fallback go-to mantra was always the same. He would look at us with a straight face, and he would say, because he was a very serious guy, and took his job with great duty and solemnity and respect. He would look at us and he would say, remember guys, basketball is just like life. It's not a game of size and strength, it's a game of skill, timing, and position. It's not how big you are, it's how big you play. It's not how high you jump, it's where you are and when you jump. And so while Coach Wooden is racing through all these positive aspects of our personal foundation, I'm scratching my head. That's why I'm bald today, because I just can never stop scratching my head. And I would just look at him and I'd say, Coach, you cannot possibly believe these things that you're saying, particularly when you tell us that basketball is not a game of size and strength. Come on. Kareem has all the records, Shaq has all the money, and Wilt has 20,000 girlfriends. So you tell me it's not a game of size and strength? And he'd look at me and say, Walton, you're the slowest learner I've ever had. Don't you realize it's not about stuff? It's not about material accumulation. It's about training the mind to become the champion in everything that you do. But that requires you to play on the teeter-totter of life. Leadership and risk and fearlessness, ego, humility, and making that decision and the choice that I am gonna make the sacrifice for the greater goals of the team.